Tolu, Pedro Lima, Rodrigo Gomez, and Fer Lopez. Wolves in gold shirts, black shorts, and gold socks against City, and they're all too familiar. Sky blue, white, and sky blue. It's a beautiful day in this part of East Manchester, and hopefully we are in for that rarest of occasions, a big Wolves away win at the home of Manchester City. Alongside myself, Mikey Burrows, is the Hall of Famer, Andy Thompson.
Yeah, so we're hoping that we are going to have that victory. We're hoping that we can continue that run, what we're on at the moment. But it's going to be a big task. We've got to make sure that everybody's switched on and making sure that we get the best out of this game. But we can but dream and get something out of it. There's players out there who can win us games. We're hoping they're going to be there today.
Well, both sides go into their pre-match huddles. It is a Premier League debut for the referee today, Farai Halam of Yorkshire. Not had a huge amount of experience, being promoted through the divisions quite quickly. He's taken charge of one Wolves under 21 game and one Wolves under 18 game, and we lost them both.
Why have we got to go and say that? Why? Well, it's got to turn. That look's got to turn now, isn't it?
Hey, you know me, if I'm doing the research on a Friday night, I'm reading it out on a Saturday.
Yeah, just keep some of the research to yourself, mate.
It's Krejci. Sound just like my wife. Michael, you're boring me. All four towards Fang, trying to help it on to Mane, who was a good couple of yards offside.
Yeah, but the quality up to him was decent. I know he was offside, but I just think sometimes just show them that bit of a threat and show them that you're willing to run past them or get beyond them at back line of Man City. And you've just seen that straight from the off.
So all's playing from right to left as we look at it, with the away end behind the goal away to our right-hand side. We're at the back of the bottom tier of the main stand, next to where all the corporates come out. A little bit to the side of Rob Edwards' technical area. City playing the ball around at the back. Kusanov out to the right side to Mateus Nunes.
I think Wolves will be happy with that, just them playing across the back. So it's when they get into that midfield area, because you know Man City players, they get themselves into that little pockets that cause problems for you. They try and drag you out a little bit, and that's where we've got to be careful.
And to see what kind of reception Nunes gets from the away end. I just have heard some of the boos ringing through. 41 appearances in his Wolves career, just the one goal. It was a hell of a goal. Swang fouls Bernardo Silva inside the centre circle. That half volley against Chelsea.
Yeah, it always makes me laugh when like you come up against players and somebody tackles them and they give them a stern looking at. And okay, I know you're not happy that they fouled you, but as if like they've got the right not to foul them. Like, well, if you've got the ball, we're going to try and get it.
And here's Bernardo Silva. Out to Mateus Nunes on the Manchester City right. Ball back to Kusanov. Cherki was coming short for it. It goes to Rodri. Infield to Gay. Bernardo Silva midway inside the Wolves half. Wide to O'Reilly. Left-footed cross headed away by Santi. And as far as Cherki, who took a tumble, but the referee's given a free kick against the Manchester City man.
I don't know if it's for handball or has he fouled? Is it Arias that's down?
João Gomez, I think.
João Gomez. Couldn't see, he was all crouched into a little ball. Oh, it is Gomez, yeah. So it must have been the initial thing.
Good spot from the referee.
It was a good spot because I'm just looking at the replay. That could have gone quite easily the other way.
Honestly, the rest of our Wolves media boys are causing a right ruckus in front of us. They don't know how to use a telly. All these youngsters, Tomo, who only know about remote controls, these TV screens have got actual buttons on them. Come on, Ridgy lad.
no remote control of it, mate. That's what it is.
Yeah, no remote controls, and they're lost. He's trying to control it off his phone. He's too young and modern. Back in my day, you only had 4 buttons on a telly. Reinders, that's going to come off Krejci. And Man City right hand side for a City corner early on.
Yeah, and Martelli's only had a dial on it, mate. So look, I'm surprised you don't say that.
Oh, I didn't think you had a telly when you grew up. It was a wireless, wasn't it? A gramophone.
No, it's all right. When I was having a bath in front of the fire, mate. That was it.
Corner left footed from the right hand side. Bernardo Silva whipping in towards the far post, headed dangerously in, and Jose Sá claims hit the near post.
No, I thought that was a foul to start with. I thought he had both his hands on his shoulder holding him down. So I'm surprised. I think the referee's probably just wave play on because Sá had the ball, but to me, it looked like he had both his hands on the shoulder.
João Gomez trying to break towards halfway, holds off one challenge, trying to thread it through. Lee Chan-Wang will give chase, but Nico O'Reilly is quick and almost stabs down on the ball to stop it for Gueye.
Yeah, that was a shame, that wasn't it? Because again, opportunity just to thread that ball through the back line of Man City. And O'Reilly's pretty quick, isn't he? He got back at Wang there pretty quickly. But I just think they're asking a few questions of that back line already. They've had a couple of chances. So the first one was offside, but Wang was just a fraction away from getting that ball.
There's Kusanov, right hand side of the centre circle. Playing it short to Bernardo, taking it towards the City left, checks back in field. 1-2 with Rodri, closed down by Mane. Everybody in gold, back in the final third at the moment. As Kusanov goes out to Mateus Nunes on the right hand side, clipped forwards. Andre was the wrong side of Reinders for a moment. Santi gets it clear. Expensive a throw midway inside the half.
Yeah, so like the discipline, and they did that really well at against Newcastle last week, didn't they? And they're going to have to do something similar because, say, like this Man City side, even though they do sometimes get that cutting edge, it's about frustrating them and trying to make them keep going back.
Mateus Nunes down the right, whips in a delivery, and it's turned in. Wolves behind early. Rayan Cherki got there in front of Jesse Mosquera. It's a viciously whipped in cross from the right hand side, 6 yards out. Maybe a slight suspicion of a high boot from Cherki, but it was an inviting cross. It just needed the finishing touch. Was it Marmoush who got there? It was Omar Marmoush, playing as the central striker, arrives at the right time. Marmoush scores. It's Man City 1, Wolves 0.
Well, the Wolves players are arguing with the referee about the high foot, and I've seen them given against Wolves this year with a high foot and players ducking down to go and head the ball. But clearly, looks, I'll be disappointed if it was given off for us scoring with that. But keep talking about that consistency where goal and free kicks are given for somebody ducking down and somebody raising the foot. But you've got to stop the source. You've got to stop the cross. Yeah. And that's one of the biggest things that we have a problem with, is stopping that source and getting that cross.
The boot was a little bit high, wasn't it? But Mosquera was definitely ducking down towards the ball.
But
you can't allow your man to get a run across you like that.
No, you can't. He probably didn't see him come in because he's come from behind him. But I've seen them given this year already when people have ducked down and if somebody's got the foot up and they've given free kick. So looks like it's never nice when it's against your team, but they've got to be better than that. The cross has got to stop. Can't let Nunes down this right-hand side get the ball across. And he put it in. It was a good ball from him.
Well, whatever game plan Wolves turned up to with the Etihad, question is it ripped up already?
Well,
will they stick with what they prepared to do?
Well, you've got to chase the game, and the only thing that's going to be positive for Wolves that they've had a couple of little chances where they could have broke that back line of Man City, and they've got to believe that they can get something out of it by doing that, because you can see what the way they're set off, where they're making it difficult for Man City to break through those lines. You've got to do a little bit more now.
Deception by Krejci. Arias midway inside his half. Infield to João Gomez. Marmoush applying pressure. Chachua back to the corner of the penalty area to Mosquera. Nigel would have preferred Tolu to be in the starting lineup. Nico says we're awake in Pasadena, ready for a 2-1 upset win for our Wolves.
Look, I understand why they've left the two lads out and put them on the bench. They're hoping that they can break that back line of Man City with pace. Because, say, Tolu and Larson haven't got massive pace, but they're hoping that Wang and Arias can do it with Mane just helping them as well.
Rob in Calgary says it's snowing a -11. The visit to Man City to melt those blues away. Long ball forwards. Here's Semenyo. Good save by Sarr. Just a ball over the top, and Semenyo's first real involvement in the game. Didn't quite catch the strike fully, thankfully for Wolves, and Wang wins a throw-in. Just short of the halfway line. It's going to be made to go back a bit.
You can't be caught with just one straight ball like that. You're playing three at the back, and you've got caught with a straight ball straight down the centre. It shouldn't be. You've got three at the back there. They've got one player, Semenyo, who's breaking free. All he's done is use his strength, held off Krejci. You've got to be better than that. You can't be beat with that ball. We're playing three at the back.
Thankfully, Semenyo hit it straight at Jose Sarr, who's gone out of play for a Wolves throw.
Well, I'm pretty glad that he didn't catch all of it, because if he did put pace on it, I think it would have been a different outcome.
Here's Krejci. Little flick in field by Andre to João Gomez. Trying to bring it to the midway point of the half. Oh, and Bernardo Silva smashed it off João Gomez, who was on the floor. A Manchester City throw.
Just think we're playing ourselves in trouble a little bit, where Man City are setting those traps to win the ball back. And at the moment, we're just falling for it. Because João Gomez has been caught 3 or 4 times with the ball, where they've just pushed him towards an area and then all of a sudden smothered him. Got to be a little bit better. That's where we possibly do need to hit that striker or play it to the feet of Wang, Mane, Salah and Arias. That's where we need a little bit of help.
Okay, for Bernardo, just outside the Manchester City penalty area. He's right inside to Kusanov. It's it back from Rodri. Infield to Bernardo. He's kind of playing like a deep-lying playmaker at the minute. He's dropping in, picking up the ball, keeping it moving.
Well, him and Rodri are doing that, so it's...
Here comes Marmoush, up to the corner of the penalty area. Infield to Cherki, put in by Santi, who then got a secondary block on it. Right to Chachua, trying to play it on for Mateus Mane to chase, and Donnarumma a long way out of his penalty area. Pass it short to Bernardo.
I don't know if Mane just pulled up a little bit there. I don't mean injured, but he didn't seem to be full out sprinting there. Did he know that he was going to get it? But
yeah, I think Donnarumma was always heavy favourite.
But I thought he could have put a bit more pressure on him. That's my point.
I don't think so, Tom.
Oh, we'll have to disagree.
I think he was getting away from him. Bit less on the pass, and I'd agree with you, but I think that was always too heavy, and the goalkeeper already pretty much playing 5 yards outside of his penalty area. Didn't need to come that far. So relatively easy life being a Man City keeper at times.
I think boredom's probably the biggest problem there.
He was only 26, Gianluigi Donnarumma. He's had a hard life, hasn't he? Ball clip forwards. Rangers trying to chest it backwards. That came off Semenyo. Good challenge by Hugo Bueno for a Wolves throw. Midway inside their half. Paul Clifford's up early to listen in Costa Rica. He's coming to get a win today. David James says 2-1. Man United could beat them, so can we. And he's already got the Bovril out, Tomo.
Good lad, good lad.
Don't think they do Bovril around here.
Not in these parts, mate, I don't think.
Fancy cartons of water down in the press room. Very nice mini Victoria sponge though, wasn't it?
Very nice. Very nice.
Ball lifted forwards up towards the edge of the penalty area. Krejci heading away under pressure from Semenyo. Arias to Hugo Bueno. Looking towards Mane. Found Arias, did well actually with two City players around him. Hugo going back to Krejci. Infield to Andre, just on the edge of the penalty area.
See, that's where they've got to try and spring it off one of the forwards, because all Man City are doing is let them play it across the back, but they're squeezing up. They've got 5 players pushing onto our back line.
Mosquera with a long ball, looking for Chachua. Gay got there ahead of Mane. Bernardo infield to Rodri on halfway. Wide to Cherki. Now O'Reilly infield to Kusanov.
Yeah, you look at the difference between them squeezing the ball and us squeezing the ball. They're playing out from the back. They're playing out from the back pretty easy. No pressure on them. When we've got it, they're squeezing up there. As I just talked about, they squeeze 5 players up against our back line to stop them from playing. That's where we've got to find that pass to break the lines there. If they're throwing that many people forward, that's where we need Mane or Wang or Arias just to get into that little bit of space.
Cherki trying to chip the ball on towards Marmoush. Chachua did well. Little flick from Gomez, won't reach him. It's out of play for a throw. City getting on with it quickly. We've played 14 and a half minutes at the Etihad. Already Manchester City 1, Wolves 0. Put in by João Gomez was unfair, according to the referee. City free kick midway inside the half, just to the left of centre. As you look towards goal. Goalless in the other 3 o'clock kickoffs. West Ham beat Sunderland 3-1 in the lunchtime game. Good travelling Wolves support behind that goal across 3 tiers. Hoping that Wolves can stand firm here. Don't concede another. Bernardo Silva playing it short out to the left-hand side. City plenty of numbers in the penalty area. It's whipped towards the near post. Mosquera sent it high into the sky. Headed away by Chachua. But time for Mateus Nunes to play it to Bernardo Silva to his left. Out to Cherki again. Everybody just resetting into their more natural positions. Bernardo for O'Reilly. Now Rodri. Switched across to Kusanov. 15 yards inside the Wolves half. Out to the right side to Mateus Nunes. Into Semenyo on the turn. Andre steals it from him. Hugo Bueno just crowded out though by Semenyo. Here's Cherki. Now to O'Reilly. O'Reilly trying to thread it up Marmoush. Cherki shooting over the top of the crossbar. Really swift football for Manchester City, having won it back from Wolves in a deep area. And they were close to punishing Wolves for a second.
Yeah, there's the difference again. The squeezing Wolves, just winning that ball back. And all of a sudden they're at our back line. They're looking sharp, Man City. So now they're on the back of 2 defeats. And probably a little bit bruised and battered from those 2 games. But just got to stay in there, Wolves. Say it's 1-0. Just got to try and stay in there with it.
Well, City having 72% of the ball so far. Sarr opting against going short. Wants to knock it long, perhaps. So Hugo Bueno still there as an option.
Well, what they've done is Krejci's come out this left-hand side to hopefully win the ball.
He did so.
Yeah.
Rodri wins the second. Headed back on by João Gomez. Way by Mateus Nunes. Chested down by Cherki. João Gomez to Krejci. Andre was caught late by Rodri, and then Arias was fouled.
Well, which
2
one you going to
players down?
I was going to say, which Man City player are you going to book? Both of them were late. One on Gomez and then on Arias. Well, the first one was from Rodri, and I think the second one was for Bernardo Silva, I think.
The Wolves free kick, just over the halfway line.
See, I don't know why they didn't just play 2 versus 1 down this left-hand side. Hugo Bueno and Krejci.
Well, Hugo Bueno is going to take it. Krejci's going forwards. Join Mane on the far side. A couple yards over the halfway line, midway between the centre circle and left touch line. Stood up towards the edge of the box, dropping awkwardly. Rodri clears it, having controlled on the chest. Chatua, oh, he allowed it to bounce. Header on by Marmoush, taken on by Cherki, trying to hold off Mane, up to the penalty area, pulled across just behind Marmoush, and Arias collects it on the left-hand side, but danger again.
There, Arias has got loads of space in front of him, but again, that reluctance to carry the ball up the pitch with pace and get at the back line of Man City. We defended it pretty well there. I thought we got ourselves in trouble. Did really well to get out with it. But Arias has got loads of space in front of him. Was in no rush to actually run with it.
We go Bueno, will step over forward to Mateus Nunes. Bueno still trying to run down the left-hand side, taken out by Kusanov. In front of Rob Edwards.
Well, I'm with Rob Edwards here. So which one of the fouls do you want to take? So he's right in front of where Rob was, and the referee's waiting reluctantly to blow the whistle for either of them.
So Manchester City 1, Wolves 0. 19 and a half minutes played. Andre back to Krejci. Infield to Santi. On to the right side to Chatua. Back to Mosquera, midway inside the Wolves half. Infield to Santi on the edge of the penalty area. Cross it to Krejci. Wang had come short. Dare I say, Tomo, they didn't really want him to come short in there. He needs to try and get on the shoulder of the back line.
Yeah, but
City's defensive line is quite high.
It is. And I know that's what the reason what to play, but we've got to be willing to play and try and break that back line. So look, but Wolves are just playing it across the back, and Man City are happy to at the moment. Wang's on to play it into that pocket. We've got to be able to manoeuvre the ball to get into it. There we go.
Nice little flick from Andre to Xiao Gomez. Now Wang trying to hit the crossfield ball. Mane can try and bring it down here. Mane up to the edge of the penalty area, hitting a curler. He was hoping for a deflection that wasn't there. It went high behind for a goal kick.
Well, I thought he was just going to reverse, pass the ball down the line there to Bueno because he was overlapping for him. But that's better. Wang, good switch of the play. Getting at the back line of Man City. Probably not his best one for Mane shooting, but let's say at least they're showing something going forward.
Yeah, you're right. Slip it into Hugo Bueno there. Little reverse pass, and Manchester City, I don't think would have been expecting it. 21 and a half minutes nearly played. City 1, Wolves 0. On a bright but cold January afternoon. Bernardo Silva running it up through the centre circle. Taken on by Cherki. Right to Marmoush on the City left. Back in field to Cherki. Flicked into the feet of Marmoush. Mosquera going to try and close him down a couple of yards from the left-hand corner flag. Game just being played almost entirely at City's pace and tempo.
Well, we knew they were going to do that, didn't we? We knew he was going to dominate the ball. And you look how high they are at the field.
Rodri lifting it in. Mateus Nunes' header away by Santi. Arias under pressure from Mateus Nunes. They'll get the throw in the end. Bueno gets it back from Andre. Krejci was almost by the corner flag, just smashes downfield. Wang giving chase with Gay, who's headed it himself, and then we'll play it back to Donnarumma. Wang was all on his own, though.
Yeah, that was the problem. So they had three players who'd run back. And as soon as he's gone to the goalkeeper, he never really had a choice there. So look, he's going to close it down, but they had two or three options there, Man City, just to play it out with no pressure on them.
O'Reilly, it's the midway point of the Wolves half. Manchester City left back. Down the line for Cherki. Draws Mosquera out with him. In field, Marmoush. Intercepted by Krejci. Gay got there ahead of Wang. Kusanov to Gay. Leaves it for Rodri to take over. Now for Rangers. That's the right side to Mateus Nunes. Back infield to Bernardo. Now Rodri. Just toying with Wolves. The City work it from right to left.
Yeah, look, so the disciplined Wolves, the way that they're defending. But once they do get that ball, they've got to somehow have that option to break out from that line from Man City.
High ball, too high for Semenyo.
Well defended by Wolves.
Line for a goal kick.
Yeah. Sooner or later, Man City are going to try and break that line with a long ball or a little threaded ball into there. And that's where Wolves have got to be switched on. But it's that transition, isn't it, from defence to attack that they've got to try and do a little bit better. We saw a couple of little glimpses of Wolves trying to break that line of Man City, sorry. But that's where they've got to work on it. That's where the quality's got to be a little bit better.
Well, says if we can pull off a shocker here, it would be as sweet as the taste of a Bovril cocktail. Come on, me babby, says Guesty in Pembrokeshire. John says we need to emulate Bodo Glimt and play with no fear. I don't think it's fear, it's just don't buy into the fact that this City team aren't still a very good footballing side.
Oh, look, they've lost 2 on the bench, but they're second in the league, so they're a very good side. So look, it's if anybody thinks that they're not, so like we're not really giving them the praise that we are, because they're a very good side. So we just looked at the bench, and the people that they got on the bench tells you about the squad, what they've got, and these all bounce back, these players. I was hoping not today, but they will bounce back.
Well, City have a free kick. João Gomez, the guilty man, fouling Ryan Cherki. The ball is a yard or two outside the penalty area. It's to the left of centre as you look towards goal. Bernardo and Cherki, the two stood over it. Cherki right foot, Bernardo left. Wolves defensive line, level with the penalty spot. It's taken short. Cherki clips it in. Headed away by Santi. Arias brings it down. His clearance will be comfortable for Mateus Nunes to pick up. Clip for O'Reilly. Right down the left-hand side. Marmouche. On for O'Reilly. Cross blocked off by Mosquera at the expense of a throw. Rado takes it quickly to Gay. Now Rodri. A flick by Cherki. Marmouche finding Bernardo. Cherki again. City just toying with Wolves. João Gomez tries to get a foot into the ball. Cherki just went wider and then played it back in field. Rodri turning away from Wang. That's the left-hand side. Wolves are camped at the moment on the edge of their own penalty area.
It's just a little bit too easy at the minute for them, isn't it? We're not really putting any pressure at all on the ball. And they're just able just to knock it round as easy as they want. Sooner or later, you're going to have to go up and put pressure on the ball. Because one, with a goal behind, but also as well, if we want to get that goal back, we've got to put some kind of pressure to get that ball up the field. We can't just rely on Man City every time just giving the ball away to us. We've got to go out there and work hard to get it back.
It's kind of death by 1,000 cuts, isn't it?
It is.
Pass,
it is.
Pass.
And look, you know, that they're happy doing that. They will keep it until that moment is ready for them. And when it is, usually they're deadly with it, but it's up to us to go and put pressure on them. There you go.
Hugo Bueno trying to step out and win the ball. Just unfortunately, every touch took it out of play for a City throw just inside their own half.
And that's what's happening to us when we are winning that ball back. We're either giving the ball straight back to them or we're miscontrolling it. And that's where we've got to be a little bit more composed with that ball when we do get the opportunity to get at that defensive Man City.
Brighton lead at Fulham. Yasin Ayali with the goal there. Ball's going to get a throw midway inside their own half on the right-hand side. 28 minutes been and gone. City 1, Wolves 0. Get in touch and have your say. Send us a WhatsApp message 07944 226 356. Matheus Nunes plays it back to Donnarumma.
Yeah, at the minute, the three lads up front are just living off scraps, aren't they, at the moment? They're not really having any time on the ball at all. I'd just like them to try and make themselves available to help the lads at the back out, because at the minute, they're not having many touches and they're not really giving us a chance to get the ball to them. They've got to move positions and do something to try and help these lads at the back.
Just think at times, Tomo, we're just trying to be a bit too cute and clever, and as we saw right at the start of the game, just put it over the top. Let's not mess about with it. I know it's not pretty football, but
it's our day to be pretty football, though. Yeah. If you're going to hurt this team, as you've seen in the last two games that I've watched against Man City play, the teams that have hurt them are the teams that have gone a little bit direct, but quality up to the lads has been a little bit more direct and running behind that back line of Man City.
Krejci intercepting the ball midway inside his own half. That's the left-hand side to Hugo.
Yeah, that's where he's got to open his body up there for me. Hugo's got it. Look forward. So look, our first option is go back, and he's got himself in trouble now. And that's what Man City do very well. They wait for you to keep going, and then their sprinting starts to increase as they get close to you.
Santi across the penalty area for Jose Sarr. It's the right hand side to Krejci. Back across the penalty area to Santi. Now forward towards Hugo Bueno. Towards Mane on the halfway line, being pressured by Rodri. Turns away from him, flicked infield to Hwang. Krejci to Mosquera. João Gomez. Krejci in the centre of the defensive three at the moment. Santi. That's a better ball. Big diagonal, giving Chatua something to chase, and it was a header back towards Donnarumma, and Chatua was interested for a moment.
Yeah, just to mix it up. I'd say, a bit unfortunate there because it did bounce up just nicely for Riley to head it back to the keeper. But again, mix it up. So look, we're playing all this little football in Egg Court. Mix it up because that's where there's less bodies of Man City picking up. You've possibly got 1 versus 1, and if you're talking about Chatua and his pace, that's what we want to try and give him.
Big crossfield ball. It's going to be too much for Matheus Nunes. It's a Wolves throw.
I think this
fairly advanced position.
I think this Man City's getting a little bit frustrated at the moment because I know it's 1-0 to Man City, but they've kept him out at the moment. Wolves limiting them opportunities, and say they've got to take a little bit more opportunities when they get them. Like now.
Andre, infield to João Gomez. Out to the right side to Chatua. Chatua right inside of the box, trying to drive infield. Comes back, he's going to leave it for Mosquera to strike it. Charged down by Bernardo Silva. Mosquera's still there though, right inside of the area, trying to find some space to deliver the ball in. He does so, it's already gone behind, and it will be a goal kick.
Where did he come from? So we're on the edge of Man City's box. And so we've got João Gomez, you've got Andre, you've got the usual 3 lads up front. And from nowhere, Mosquera just comes flying up and ends up having a shot.
Chatua with a heavy touch. That wasn't a pullback. It was him trying to cut infield on his left foot, and it was heavy. It's going to come to Hwang here. Heads it back to João Gomez. A little foot in the Manchester City midfield. Yeah, and then Mosquera came steaming up. He's got to go steaming back now in a chase with Marmoush and wins the race and is clipped and wins the free kick.
Yeah, back to his normal job, defending. Did well, got himself into a good position. Marmoush there I think he's just nicked his ankles a little bit, didn't he?
There's a TV camera on Erling Haaland pretty much permanently. Anything Marmoush does, good or bad, they cut to Haaland's face on the bench. Ball's throw, fairly deep inside their own half on the left-hand side. Hugo with the throw, gets it back from João Gomez. Off Rodri for another throw. Hugo being sent back a couple of paces by Farah Halam. Going into João Gomez, back to Hugo. Into Santi in the penalty area. Lost the 6-yard box for Sarr. Trying to clip it towards Chatua was. One in the air by O'Reilly. Put down by Marmoush. In went Chatua. It'll be a throw. Manchester City. We have played 34 minutes exactly. Home side lead by a goal to nil. Kusanov, big ball over the top. Brought down by Marmoush. Still has it. Right foot off the inside of the post and back into the arms of Jose Sarr.
Again, we shouldn't be getting caught with one ball with 3 lads at the back. We're picking up one. We shouldn't be getting caught that. If there's no pressure on the ball, you've got to drop. You can't just try and hold the line up there.
Hugo Bueno is offside. City are protesting that it's handball, but I imagine they'll say they've played the advantage as he carried on and had the shot.
No.
I don't know.
It's on his shirt as well at the same.
Well, we are getting an official check.
That surprised me.
But see, this is ridiculous though, because even if he does handball it, it doesn't stop what Marmoush is trying to do, which is flick it back in field and get a shot, which is what he does. So surely there has been advantage played. Had he scored rather than hit the inside of the post, they wouldn't pull it back for the penalty. So what are we doing here? Darren England is the VAR with Sam Barrett to assist him.
Well, I'll tell you, I think he'll send him over to the screen. So
his arm is out in an, well, you might call it a natural position for someone who's running like that, but it's directly out, horizontal. But the point is, it doesn't prevent Marmoush from doing what he was intending to do. So where is the infringement here? The answer is there is none. He still flicked it beyond Mosquera and got a shot away. He's going to come to the screen.
Penalty. That means it's a penalty.
He's going to come to the screen.
It's ridiculous. Well, yeah, again, I think I've seen one since VAR's coming in that they've gone sent to the screen and they've not awarded a different decision.
This is re-refereeing the game now. This is not what VAR is supposed to be for.
Well, the on-field referee hasn't given it.
He carries on. He has a shot. If he scored, we wouldn't be talking about this. Where is the common sense? He's still watching it down in front of us on the screen.
Well, all the Man City players are in the penalty area, expecting the penalty. Is it Bernardo Silva who's out standing in the button? Oh, Marmoush has got the ball in his hand. And there's 1, 2, 3, 6 Man City players in the Wolves 18-yard box expecting the penalty. And I'm sorry, but
they're still running through it a lot. It hits him below the shirt line.
Not for me. He's allowed him to carry on.
I don't understand what we're still waiting for.
I don't understand why the two people in... They're just passing the buck, though, aren't they? They want the referee to make a decision, and he didn't make a decision on field.
What's he going to do? Let's have a listen in. Not given.
Well done, referee. Well done. I don't understand why the VAR have done that.
Well, that's common sense. Well done on your Premier League debut, Farai Halam, for not being swayed by more experienced officials in the VAR room. Because if we're going to start bringing it back for penalties in that scenario, then we may as well go back to every single decision.
As you said, they're refereeing the game, and that's what he's not supposed to be doing.
Whether he handballs it or not, he's trying to flick it beyond Mosquera to get a shot away. He still does that. He missed the chance. He hits the inside of the post when he should have scored. City should not ever have been in a conversation for a penalty there. Goodness me.
That's what frustrates people with that we've just seen and witnessed. You can't have both. You can't have, say, like, somebody, you let him go, see how he gets on, and then we'll pull it back and then we'll give him a penalty again. Can't do it. Can't be giving them the opportunity to do that.
Because as I made the point, Tomo, had he scored, we wouldn't be looking for a penalty, would we? They'd say, oh no, he's gone on and scored.
Yeah, exactly. So, they're going to just change things. But
so just because he missed the shot is immaterial. Well, he got a shot away.
It's kind of making you think, oh, we'll give him another chance then. So because he's missed the first one, didn't put it in, oh, we'll give him another chance to take the penalty then.
That is officials who have not played the game to a high enough standard, who don't understand football. It's ridiculous. There's Bernardo Silva on the halfway line. Wolves still trail by a goal to nil. 5 minutes until half time. There's time to be added on. And now you know why Wolves were so keen to get VAR scrapped. And I've always been a supporter of it, and I still am in principle.
Yeah.
But it's getting harder and harder to maintain that position.
Yeah, I just don't think VAR has been our friend, has it? It's not allowed us to get on.
Oh, Arias has headed this back in field to Cherki on the edge of the penalty area. Bernardo leaves it for O'Reilly, smashed high and wide.
I don't understand what Arias is trying to do there. We're better off missing it and letting it go. He just headed it straight into his path.
So 4 minutes to go until the break. Cannonballs stun the Etihad and get themselves back level before half time. They have another throw, short of midway inside their own half.
So I'm going to have a little thing about here that Bueno here. Look, I know that he's a good player. I've watched him many times, and you know that I think that he's a very exceptional player, but he's got to start to look forward a little bit more. So look, he's looking like he's coming back, and Man City want him to do that. But just look down the line, maybe miss that first man out. But it's got to come from the strikers as well. They've got to help him.
Yeah, stop overplaying in these
Yeah,
areas.
they're getting themselves in trouble.
Your own half.
Well, they want you to do that. Now this is coming. There we go.
Krejci
great ball.
Trying to play
He's offside, I think.
Flag will stay down now. It goes up against Hee-Chan Huang.
But that's the ball we've got to do. That's the one, because they want you to give the ball to Bueno. And to be fair, 9 times out of 10, that's what's happened, because they want to squeeze in to put pressure on Bueno, which has helped them win the ball back. But he's got to have there, if Krejci or Mosquera down that right side for Wolves, if they've got the ball, that's got to be an option. It's got to be an option going forward. Not the two fullbacks. The two fullbacks can spin and go and help the two strikers. But at the moment, Man City are setting that trap, play to the fullback, and then as soon as he's done that, they're squeezing. And it's worked all the time for him at the minute. And that's where Wolves have got to be better.
Rob says, well said, boys. 100% a handball, 100% not a penalty retrospectively. VAR should not be re-refereeing. Louisa
Clearly
sounds like City may be ending our unbeaten run just as I feared. Currently sat on my sofa feeling very disheartened, says Louisa in Leamington Spa.
Got a chance while it's still 1-0 though. So I think we've got to offer a lot more going forward. But while it's still at 1-0, it's still giving you a glimpse or a chance to get something.
Just about 2 minutes to go until half time. Krejci clearing. Mane just beaten to it by Kusanov. Mateus Nunes brings it down. Infield to Reinders. Andre gets the better of him. Surely that's a foul, referee. Thank you.
Yeah, take your pick and watch one. How many times
Andre,
you pull him?
Reinders trying to have a lovely cuddle with Andre.
Yeah, it's a cold day. It's a cold day, isn't it?
Well, it's just been kind. This has been a tough year for him. I'm here for you, big guy. Chachua forced backwards by O'Reilly. Saar will clear it. Arias awkward bounce. Oh, he
Talk
and
to
Mane
each other.
got in each other's way.
That's where one of them's got to be screaming. Mane's the one who's can take it on his chest. Because Arias was always stretching for it, but Mane seemed to not say anything to him. So he's still gone to go and win the ball, and he's ended up taking it off Mane. And then it went to the Man City player.
Ball down the left-hand side. Mane won't be able to give chase on it. If you are going to play it behind, you've got to give something to actually get towards.
Wang's got a great position. They play the ball into him. He doesn't need to play it. There's nobody come with him. They can have a shout to turn and get the ball.
Rodri switching to Mateus Nunes just over halfway. Last 30 seconds of the 45. Reinders infield. Cherki, good challenge by João Gomez. Just did enough to put him off. Going to be getting 4 minutes being added on. And João Gomez just about turns away on the edge of the penalty area. Adding Mosquera. Chachua trying to knock it past O'Reilly and blocked off to allow Gay to come across. Confirmation, 4 minutes being added on. It's Burnley 0, Tottenham 1. Van de Ven with a goal. Fulham 0, Brighton 1. Man City 1, Wolves 0 here. Ball down the left-hand side for City. Marmoush up against Mosquera. Being forced backwards, twisting and turning away from João Gomez. He's screaming at Chachua to come and get involved.
Yeah, he is, because Chachua's dropped off, that's why, and just left João Gomez. But João Gomez was trying to force him down the side, and he was asking Chachua to come and help him.
Yeah, can't really send him into Chachua if Chachua's not there.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he looked like he was gesturing.
Arias, the challenge in on Reinders, just short of the halfway line for Manchester City. Played nearly a minute and a half of the 4 being added on. O'Reilly over the halfway line. Rodri in the centre circle to the midway point of the half to Bernardo. Bernardo trying to play it on here to Semenyo. Left-footed, bottom corner. Manchester City have a second. Antoine Semenyo had a chance early in the half. He's been relatively quiet since then, but given a sniff, he didn't need a second opportunity. Carving in, finds the far bottom corner. Manchester City 2, Wolves 0.
Yeah, there's them pockets, what we talk about. Nobody really picking anybody up from front to back. All Man City players did was get in between the midfielders, then just fed them off there, and it was an easy goal. It's a great finish, but too easy for Man City. Never really getting in touch with any of the players there to put pressure on them. And look, it would have been a good thing if we're going into half time at 1-0, but you can't give a team like Man City that much time and space on the ball.
Well, he's now been involved in 15 goals in his last 17 home appearances in all competitions for both Manchester City and Bournemouth. He scored and assisted in his only previous appearance here. Helps when you got that kind of money and you can bring in that kind of player, proven Premier League experience.
Well, you bring in Semenyo and Gahey. I don't know, so look, it's just not
but dream.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, you can bring players in like that. Just to up your game kind of thing. You look on, like I said, we spoke about the bench as well.
Here's Cherki up towards the edge of the penalty area. Santi steps in with a superb challenge on the edge of the box. Up towards Mane, trying to turn Kusanov, and he can try and get Chatua away down the right-hand side. Wolves have got players running up in support, one of which is Mosquera. Here comes Chatua. Oh, where's he going? Where's he going? And he's lost possession, and Wolves are now under the cosh again. Here comes City on the charge. And the reverse ball is going to go through to Jose Sarr.
Well, I'm going to echo what you just said. Where's he going? He's got 1 versus 1. O'Reilly down that left-hand side for Man City. Why hasn't he took him on the outside? We've got players going into the box as well.
Go past him, whip the ball in. You've got 3 players waiting there to try and challenge. Where was he going?
Well, he was running into Man City bodies, unfortunately.
Half-time whistle's gone. Wolves spurning an opportunity to try and halve the deficit before the break. They go in 2-0 down. Bit of potential VAR controversy averted. But really, Wolves have got a lot of rethinking to do at half-time to find a way back into the game.
Yeah, and it's got to be better. They've got to be better if they're going forward. They haven't really threatened Man City. I think that they want to play it safe. They want to make sure that they get something out of the game. But by playing it safe, he's putting themselves in trouble. They are playing into Man City's hands with the way that things are going. So Man City want them to play the ball back because they are squeezing on to the Wolves back line. I think they've got 5 or 6 players. They want you to play to the back. The opportunities that you've got is the ones going forward. The 3 lads up front have got to try and help them. They've got to talk to each other. There's a couple of times when the ball's gone up. Doesn't seem that much communication coming from those front 3. They've got to try and help each other out, but they've got to try and help this back line of Wolves. They can't get out because of the pressure that they've been put under.
We couldn't really hear the announcement at the time about the penalty. Just come up on the Premier League Match Centre. Referee said after review, the ball hits the arm of the Wolves player, which is in a natural position, so the on-field decision will remain. I think I generally disagree with that. However, the right decision was got to in the end. A joke of a decision, really, as Omar Mamouche hit the inside of the post following that handball by Gerson Mosquera. But Wolves were already 1-0 down. They're now 2-0 down. The best opportunity they've had came from Mosquera, getting on the end of a bad touch by Chatua and trying to strike it from the edge of the box. They've got to find something different.
No, they have. But how comfortable at Man City? I don't even think that the Man City goalkeepers had to do anything in anger. So, look, I don't think he's had to do anything but play the ball with his feet from the back. And Wolves have got to be better. You've got the 3 lads, and Rob's gone with an idea about playing that pace up front. I haven't seen it. We're getting ourselves into trouble, what we're doing and how we're playing. And then that's the problem that we've got.
Right, we'll take a break, and hopefully there'll be more to come from Wolves in the second half. They've got an uphill battle to try and keep this unbeaten run going. Half-time, it's Manchester City 2, Wolves 0.
Download the Wolves app today, the only place to watch live academy matches.
Wolves TV, the home of live uninterrupted radio commentary of every single Wolves game. But that's not all. Wolves TV also brings you extended and alternative match highlights, interviews with the team, behind-the-scenes features and training coverage, plus see every goal Wolves score from every angle.
From the volley over the goal! That is simply stunning!
So check out Wolves TV online at wolves.co.uk or on the move via the Wolves app.
Do you need support with your mental health? Life has been very challenging in recent years. With the COVID pandemic and cost of living crisis, we've experienced some difficult times. Wolves Foundation, the club's official charity, continues to run a Head for Health project, focused on helping adults improve their mental and physical well-being. For more details, email healthadmin@wolves.co.uk or call 07971 900 257.
for a space to entertain key clients? Got a special occasion coming up and want to treat the family? Or are you just looking to come and watch a game in style? At Molineux, we've a range of matchday hospitality packages available for every Premier League game.
So much involved in this.
From the pitch and city views of WV1 to the premium a la carte dining in the boardroom, there's something for everyone looking to elevate their matchday experience.
Oh, goodness me!
To find out more and get yourself booked in, visit the hospitality section of wolves.co.uk.
Take a walk through the history of Wolverhampton Wanderers and marvel at our extensive collection of Wolves artefacts. With new exhibits opening all the time, there's plenty to see in the Wolves Museum, so book your trip through old gold history at events.wolves.co.uk.
There's nothing quite like that winning feeling. Now you can be a winner too with Wolves Lottery. There are loads of cash prizes to be won every week, as well as the chance to win unique money can't buy experiences while supporting charities locally and throughout the West Midlands.
Oh, it's a stunning game! It's a stunning moment! Brought to you by a stunning football team!
From only £1 a week, what are you waiting for? Sign up now and you could be our next weekly big winner. Go to wolves.co.uk and select Lottery to find out more.
You've experienced the thrill of Molineux on a match day. Now go behind the scenes with our exclusive stadium tours, taking you from the stands to the dressing room, see when the team donned the old goal, and take your chance to walk out that famous tunnel into the Golden Palace. Book online, and you can even book your own private VIP tour for up to 20 people by emailing museum@wolves.co.uk.
Wolves Foundation is the club's official charity, delivering a range of projects across the local community. The foundation is only able to work across so many different areas thanks to the generous support of funders and the general public. Can you help? Text Wolves and then the value of your donation to 70085.
Get the latest news from Molineux as fast as it happens. Find our regular quickfire podcast, Wolves Express, via wolves.co.uk or wherever you find your podcasts.
The Wolves app, the home of Wolves online and on the move. Get the latest news, video, podcasts and what's trending. Plus, listen to men's and women's first team commentaries and watch the under-21s. You can even check out the latest merchandise offers from the club shop and create your own highlights. Plus, bid on unique match-worn memorabilia with Wolves auctions exclusive to the Wolves app. Download it now for iOS and Android.
Take the stress out of getting to the game with Wolves' only official off-site matchday parking at the University of Wolverhampton Science Park. Only £8 per match and only a 10 to 15 minute walk to Molineux. It's the perfect place to park for hassle-free entry and exit on a match day. Go to tickets.wolves.co.uk to score yourself a spot.
Do you want to get more active? Wolves Foundation, the club's official charity, runs an Active Through Football project, which helps people of all ages to improve their physical fitness. Sessions are fun, friendly, and have real positive results. To find out the range of activities on offer, contact Liam Turner at wolves.co.uk.
For a regular quickfire update on everything Wolves, search Wolves Express wherever you listen to your podcasts.
The idea of professional soccer in the United States, no one had ever really thought about that. So soccer was dead, and then the Wolves come along.
It should be explained that the United Soccer Association gave North America its first taste of internationally recognized professional soccer in 1967.
Wolves in the 50s were very, very successful. It was the golden era, if you like. It was us and Manchester United. They were the glamour team. We were the scruffs from the Black Country.
The 1966 World Cup was carried by satellite into the United States. So a bunch of sportsmen thought, oh, great, next great sport, start a league.
I mean, I'd never been out of England. I hadn't even been to Wales.
They said they were touring like a rock band, zigzagging across the country.
Just a completely different world.
People saying you want some weed, and we thought we're in trouble here.
Free love, flower power. What more do you want?
And the Whips and the Wolves met in a championship playoff game at Los Angeles' Memorial Coliseum to climax the United Soccer Association's inaugural season.
It was madness. Just the game never seemed to stop.
You didn't need a ball. We're just getting each other.
Now, the match they played has been rated by many observers as the greatest soccer game ever seen anywhere. And we're convinced that you will agree with that conclusion after viewing this film.
There is that legacy in that they proved that it could work.
People will look back and say, what was the history of soccer in this country? What they do, they have to land in 1967 and say, this is where it all began.
So Wolves making a double sub at half-time. John Arias is off for Jorgen Strand-Larsen. Jackson Chatua is off for Rodrigo Gomez. So Wolves with a more naturally recognised striker on up front. And a bit more attacking intensity down the left-hand side, down the right-hand side, I should say. Manchester City unchanged for the second period. Wolves playing from left to right now as we look at it, attacking the end where the Wolves supporters are. Bueno back for Krejci. There's a smell of lingering pie in the air. Wang giving chase to a long ball downfield. Gay back to Donnarumma. Into his 6-yard box, playing it short to O'Reilly. Here comes Marmouche down the left-hand side for City. Goes down by Andre. Took a tumble, wins a free kick. Just beyond Pep Guardiola's technical area. The City with Donnarumma in goal. Mateus Nunes, Kusanov, Gay, O'Reilly. Silva, Rodri, Reinders, the midfield three. Cherki, Marmouche and Semenyo. The attacking trio was with Sarr in goal. Now Rodrigo Gomez at right wing back. Mosquera, Santi, Krejci and Hugo. João Gomez, Andre and Mane with Hwang and Larson up front. Right move, Andy Thompson?
Yeah, so something that's changed, something that's changing the way that we played and what we can do to get the ball forward. But straight away, we've got to have quality up to them as well. You've got Larson up there now, who's going to be more of an aerial threat and holding the ball up, hopefully. But it's going to be all about making sure we try and get the ball to him with a bit of quality to give him a chance to either help Wang to get into the positions to hurt the other teams as well, and Mane.
So 2 minutes gone to the start of the second half. City in possession. There's quite a lot of people in the middle tier who haven't made it back from their half-time refreshment. How was your pie at half-time?
He was very nice, the bit I had. I only had half of it, so I didn't need to. The pie was massive.
It was massive, yeah. I didn't go near it.
I couldn't eat a full pie, mate.
I fancied it. I would have had that as mummy main earlier.
Yeah.
So that little bit of chicken.
Yeah.
It's a shame. There's Rodri. Flipped down to the right-hand side to Mateus Nunes. Closed down by Hugo Bueno. They're with the edge of the penalty area. The back infield to Rodri. Majority of the game so far has been played in the Wolves half, whether it's the first half or the second. O'Reilly into Cherki. Little flick meant for Marmouche, but Andre intercepted it and clears it early. Oh, and just intercepted by Kusanov, but they'll pull it back for a foul on Andre.
Well done, referee.
Kusanov had missed it. Wang was clean through.
Yeah, well done, referee again. A little bit of a tug on Andre that he spotted. No advantage to Wolves, but yeah, that's what we've got to do. But that's what we've got to try and find, though. You've got to try and find your target.
Here comes Gay. See back Cherki to O'Reilly. Back to Gay. Now Bernardo just to the left of the centre circle. Rodri to Gay. Looks like there's quite a strong breeze down there at pitch level. We're at the back of the stand, sheltered by the tier above us a little bit as the ball hits Mane and rebounds to the halfway line. Okay, trying to switch it for Rangers on the right-hand side. Wide to Mateus Nunes. Rangers continued his run, gets it back, edge of the penalty area. Mosquera missed his chance to clear. Challenge came in, Wolves just about getting it away. Mamouche on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Tackled by João Gomes. There's no other option really but to try and run it forwards and then look for help.
And that's the problem that we've got. We've got nobody who's got that pace as such to get us up the field a little bit.
Oh, Mosquera taking a risk defensively. Andre helped him out. We'll come back to Mosquera, who this time puts his foot through it. Strand Larsen run underneath it by Gay. Turns and gives chase as Kusanov plays it back to Donnarumma on the edge of the box. Cherki to the left-hand side to O'Reilly. Mamouche back to O'Reilly. Now Gay on the halfway line. Played 5.5 minutes at the start of the second half. City trying to play it down the right-hand side. Nothing doing at the moment. Into the penalty area, cleared away by Andre. Strand Larsen trying to hold it up. Back to Andre again. Looking for the switch to Rodrigo Gomez. Blocked off by O'Reilly. Mosquera in a bit of a race. Smashed it off O'Reilly, and that'll be a throw to Wolves.
Yeah, we just can't get out, can we? Man City is so good at trying to win the ball back. They're just smothering us. If we're going to get anything out of this game or get something into it, we've got to have somebody who's going to just try and get something out of the game with a bit of skill or a pass to get the strikers into the on the ball.
Okay, tidies things up on the halfway line. 7 minutes into the second half. Manchester City 2, Wolves 0. Bernardo, almost a walking pace.
So we're just getting into positions to try and just block them rather than putting pressure on them.
Rodrigo Gomez with a block on Nico O'Reilly. You can see the throw on the halfway line.
Well done. I think that's the first time we've actually blocked it and then put pressure on it with the chase as well.
Good flick on by Strand Larsen. Okay, he got there just ahead of Hwang. Back to Donnarumma. Into the 6-yard box, playing it to his left-hand side to Gay. O'Reilly, infield to Rodri. Turn and find Bernardo. Well won there by João Gomes. Andre into the central position to Hugo Bueno. On for Mane. Oh, that's a shove over in the back, referee. Free kick, head to the penalty area. Do Wolves have someone capable of getting a whip and dip from such close range?
No, there's no, just watching the replay, I don't think there's any doubt that it was a free kick. There's no intention of going for the ball at all.
I think Mane wanted the free kick, but he's been sent away.
Yeah, I think Senior Horace is going to take the free kick, I think. Was it Hugo Bueno and is it Wang?
Andre, I think.
Is it
Wang
Andre?
has moved over there, but... Oh no, João Gomes. City got a player lying down behind the wall. Suits the right foot angle. Hugo Bueno's pacing it out as well. Wang now moving away. Right on the edge of the box. It's João Gomes. Oh, just clipping the roof of the netting. Donnarumma watched it closely. Was tempted to get a fingertip to it.
Well, he don't really need to jump, does he?
He was a big boy, Gianluigi Donnarumma.
Yeah, all he did was just stretch an arm out, didn't he?
They can fix a floodlight doing that as well. Mateus Nunes slips, Wolves throw. If Wolves can just get one back, the atmosphere will turn inside this stadium. You can hear how quiet it is already. Just a feeling like their recent form, the nerves might come up. Wolves are still winning throws, but they're going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Further back into their own half.
Well, we was 20 yards further up the field, and now we're just on the halfway line. We've still got the throw in, but got to do something to try and switch. There you go.
That's
Switch.
a lovely first-time ball by Hee-Chan Huang. Who's waving Rodrigo Gomez on. Now Mateus Mane, right-hand side, low ball in, just intercepted by Bernardo Silva. Rodrigo Gomez had made the run forwards. Andre wins it back, superb challenge. Now Mane again. Mane setting himself, good cross in, a bit too deep. Mateus Nunes concedes the corner though.
Better. Mane, I think, has got to do better with the cross though. He needs to be putting it across that 6-yard box. Just pulled it behind. I think there was 2 Wolves players who had run into the middle of the goal in the 6-yard box. Just needed a fraction, but good play. Better play. At least they're offering something. Is this the first corner to Wolves in the game?
Might be. Yes. Mane, right footed from the left-hand side. João Gomez with a flick on, looping, and Donnarumma just palms it back over for another corner. Mane again, right footed from the left-hand side. Comes off a City head this time. Krejci can't quite get there. Cherki trying to turn away from Andre, who has a kick out at him. And he gets a yellow card. Andre. He's getting close to being in danger of another suspension, you know. Donnarumma is forced backwards, finds Gay. He's on to 7 with Mosquera for yellow cards for the season. Mosquera with a good foot in. This is better from Wolves' second half. João Gomez trying to slide in behind for Strand Larsen. The sliding challenge comes in from Gay to concede the corner.
Yeah, a little bit of a good spell from them, 5 minutes, but can they get something back into the game? Just got to try and take advantage of these situations. Second corner coming. Well, third corner in succession with it is what we're doing. But just got to try and get somebody on the end of it.
Hugo Bueno with the corner. Left-footed from the right-hand side. City brought everybody back to try and defend it. Bueno's delivery goes to the far post. Goalkeeper comes and punches. Cherki away. Counter-attack is on. Semenyo racing up in support of Marmoush. It's Marmoush on looking for Semenyo. Sends him far too far wide. Thankfully, and Wolves got bodies back to defend.
And they did get back in and defend. Was it the 8 players sprinting back? They did absolutely brilliant to get back in numbers.
There's O'Reilly. Left-hand side to Marmoush. Into the penalty area towards the byline. Challenge in from João Gomez. That's going to be a Manchester City throw. Taken quickly to Gay. I think the Wolves coaching staff were a bit frustrated with that last set piece and the way Donnarumma came out and clattered through everybody. City are about to bring on Phil Foden. Strike by Rangers, high and wide. His last contribution, I think. Well, it was Bernardo Silva shoving Strand Larsen into the goal off the ball. I've just seen the replay. Where's VAR?
There's no attempt at all to looking at the ball. Bernardo Silva, not even had a look at it.
Come on now.
I thought they was trying to stop all that.
Not when it's on someone in gold. Because if that was the other end, we'd be getting a VAR review at the screen now. Here's Cherki, space to shoot! Wide of the left-hand post of Jose Sarr.
Yeah, why hasn't that been looked at? Is that question as well, isn't it?
Not a bad replacement to have as we get to the hour mark. Phil Foden on for Tiana Reinders. So still Manchester City 2, Wolves 0. Wolves playing their way out from the back. Mateus Mane to Hugo Bueno. Trying to let it run. We'll go out of play for a City throw. They're inside their own half. There's Bernardo Silva allowed to break forwards. Foden dispossessed by João Gomez in his first contribution, and then fouls. Here's Hugo, infield to João Gomez. Is it back from Hugo again? Rodri at his back. Oh, he's passed it straight to Semenyo. Semenyo up to the edge of the penalty area. Flicked on here for Cherki, is forced wide, and it will be a corner. City corner, left footed from the right hand side. Everybody in gold back to defend. Taking their time over this. Gay and Mosquera near the penalty spot may well be the target. Gay trying to find some space. He went towards him. Put in the air by Hugo Bueno. Mosquera battling, gets the ball away for a throw. Andre challenging with Rodri, but Rodri won the race to halfway.
Yeah, it's just not dropping for us at the minute, is it? Man City just look a little bit sharper onto the ball. And there's been a couple of ricochets that we could have got the ball from them, but just they're anticipating it a lot quicker than us.
Rodri, right inside the centre circle. Low across it for Gay.
I'm just looking at the Wolves subs. I'm just wondering whether or not introduction of either Tolu or Fer Lopez would give anything to Wolves retaining possession of the ball.
All forward straight into the arms of Jose Sarr. Rob Edwards in deep conversation with Paul Trollope. Debating what to do next, having made that double sub at half time. That Wolves have looked more likely, but still yet to really test Donnarumma. There's Mosquera, closed down by O'Reilly, wins the free kick. Again, short to Andre. Mane, up to halfway. That's the left-hand side to Hugo Bueno. Infield to Hwang. Hwang turning, spotting the movement of Rodrigo Gomez. Rodrigo Gomez trying to get the wrong side of O'Reilly. Forced wide out towards the right-hand corner flag. Support coming from João Gomez. Wriggles his way past and was fouled by Bernardo Silva.
Well done, the two lads down this right-hand side. João Gomez and Rodrigo Gomez. Good ball from Wang initially, but I thought they did really well just to retain possession of the ball and get a free kick in the end. So well done to the two boys.
I don't know whether Rob's listening to you, because Tolo, Fer Lopez and Pedro Lima have just gone out to warm up.
Yeah, first time somebody listens to me, wouldn't it?
Who said that?
Who said that?
Mane with a free kick out on the right-hand touchline, just past being level with the edge of the penalty area. 15 yards from the corner flag. Wolves have 6 in the box. Mane's delivery. Donovan McCain, Mosquera got his head to it, and there was a block in there. Came out to Rodrigo Gomez, flicks wide to Mane. Mane trying to lift it back in. Oh, the header goal was, and his offside flag goes up against Strand Larsen. Went beyond the far post anyway.
What a ball in from the free kick though from Mane. Great area. Takes the keeper out to play. Just unfortunate. I think Mosquera's got a free header. I think he's missed it. I know the second one is Larsen's offside, but
it's not a bad makeshift cross from Mane for the second one
no,
either.
He's offside though, isn't he, Larsen?
Yeah.
But what a great ball from the free kick. It's a shame they ain't going to show that one.
Marmouche looking on for Cherki. Marmouche was caught late. They'll pull it back for the foul. And João Gomez gets a yellow card.
So that's the two Brazilian midfielders booked today. He can't be far off it either, can he?
I think he goes on to 7 as well. Yeah, he does. So Mosquera, João Gomez and Andre all on 7 for the season now.
I don't think there was just watching the replay. There wasn't much in that.
I think he suggested it's a count of multiple challenges.
Okay. Well, somebody's been called back. I think Tolu it is. The subs.
Big 2 up top, perhaps.
Well, there's got to just be doing something to unsettle this back line of Man City. At the minute, they're finding it pretty comfortable. I know Larsen gives them a different way of looking at things, but we haven't really got the ball up to him with quality at the minute.
High ball forwards from Gay, goes all the way behind for a goal kick, well left by Krejci. Elsewhere, it's Brighton 1, Tottenham 1. Goal came just on half-time.
I'll tell you what, the goalkeeper of Man City comes for it and misses it, and Mosquera heads it off one of our lads. I think one of our lads blocks it, the initial header. Just looking at the replay, I thought he'd missed it, but he did get a header on it. Donnarumma Salah coming for it and missed the ball.
Jeremy Doku being prepared by Manchester City as well. He'll come on for Marmouche.
And looking at Pep down there in front of us, he's looking at Haaland as well. So
Wang for Hugo Bueno. Rodrigo Gomez wanted it. He's just about onside, is he? Rodrigo Gomez attempted cross. There's a block on it from O'Reilly, and off went the flag anyway.
At least they've asked a couple of questions in the second half, haven't they? First half, I thought it was too easy for. Oh, I don't know. I don't think he's offside. It's close if it was.
So Tolu will come on for Hwang. Doku will come on for Marmouche, and Haaland's coming on for Cherki. Fulham have just scored against Brighton, 1-1 there. Put in by João Gomez. Rodrigo gets it back from João Gomez and giving chase, but Gay will play it back to his goalkeeper.
They just seem like they've got more options or every time they get the ball, don't they, Man City? As a referee counted to make sure that they've only got 11 on.
Here's Hugo Bueno down the left-hand side. Back to Krejci. It's been a lot more of Wolves play inside Manchester City half in this second period. Rodrigo Gomez back to Santi. Here comes Mane down the left-hand side. All sliding challenge came in of Mateus Nunes, and he'll get a yellow.
I think the Wolves crowd like that one, did they? Did well, Mane, though. Yeah, it's foul, isn't it? But, yeah, I think just in front of the Wolves fans, I think he enjoyed that one.
So Hwang will make way, and the big presence of Tolu coming on. Already got a Premier League goal at the Emirates. Why not add the Etihad to that list?
Can we use the two lads on there now, though? It's a different kind of service, isn't it? To the two big lads up front. Now, they've got an advantage on the two lads at the back for Man City. Can they utilise it?
Hugo Bueno's delivery towards the far post, headed by Gay for a corner.
Yeah, he had to deal with it. Was it Semenyo?
Semenyo.
I was going to say it's Semenyo, yeah.
Hugo Bueno with a corner, left footed from the right-hand side. 18.5 minutes to go. Bernardo Silva still just pushing Strand Larsen. Referee's now going to go and get involved.
I can't believe VAR let him get away with it, because when I looked at the other replay of it, he's got his arms around him, not looking at the ball, and he's pushed him in the goal. How's that not a foul?
Come on, ref, you've been brave once already. João Gomez now trying to be a blocker. Now pushing João Gomez out of the way, and then going after Strand Larsen. Goes deep towards the far post, headed away by O'Reilly. Rodrigo to Mane. Mane trying to find some space to get the cross in. Oh, what a turn! And then bundled over! Referee, goodness me! And yet we play on. Mane shoved over by the corner flag this time, and it's given us a goal kick.
From here, it looks a penalty, isn't it?
It's an outrageous turn between two. Oh, O'Reilly clatters into the back of him, but is he already going over?
I'd like to say yes, it was a penalty, but I don't think there's enough there from VAR checking.
Wishful thinking, I think, on our part, really. From our angle, it looked more of a penalty than it did on the replay.
Yeah. Like I say, it's the other side to us, isn't it, from where we are? It's probably minimal, wasn't it, from O'Reilly?
Outrageous turn, though.
Oh, well, he megged, was it Bernardo Silva? Put the ball between his legs there.
So Haaland and Doku are on.
I think we've done better this second half, haven't we? I think at least we've offered something going the other way. It's just a shame that they got that second goal. Offside.
Strand Larsen offside as he was battling away with Kusanov.
Yeah, Kusanov just dragged him to the ground there, but he was just making sure. But yeah, the flag soon went up, didn't it?
So, looking around, Wolves have gone to a back four with Mosquera playing right back. Let's see how this continues.
Yeah. So the old-fashioned 4-4-2 then. See how it gets on. Because there has been times where we've had 3 players at the back marking one Man City player.
Corner goes in deep, away by Hugo Bueno. Manchester City throw about 10 yards from the left-hand corner flag. Doku will leave it for O'Reilly. About a quarter of an hour to go. Still City 2, Wolves nil. Throw by O'Reilly. It was high into the sky. Now Gomez tries to flick it away. Away comes Mateus Mane. Trying to run it forwards away from O'Reilly. Mane just helped it deep into the City half. Pep is loving it down there. The effort and intensity of his players to try and track back with Mane.
Well, he expects a lot, doesn't he, from his teams? That's the reason why he's got the quality and the results what he has all these years at various clubs.
Foden, diagonal ball, out to right side for Semenyo. Hugo Bueno got there first, hooked it high over his head. It bounces down to play for a City throw, just short of midway inside the Wolves half. And then backwards to Mateus Nunes. Bernardo gets it again. Infield to Rodri. Switch of play out to Doku. Put in by Mosquera. He's done brilliantly to keep that in. And then blocked off by Gay for a throw.
Well played, Mosquera. Not diving in with Doku there. And then had the quality just to try and pick that pass out rather than just kicking it. So well done, well played by him.
Mosquera's throw went straight to the head of O'Reilly. And Santi plays it forwards to go all the way through to Donnarumma. Now 13 minutes to go. There's Doku looking for the run of Foden. Foden switching for Semenyo, right inside the penalty area, on his left foot, smashing off the crossbar. The yous and ahs of the crowd as Antoine Semenyo came so close to a second and a third for City.
Yeah, that's why Man City bought him. Can go either way, can't he? Left or right. And he absolutely thundered that. Side had no chance. He got his goal from coming inside on his left foot. Fortunate for Wolves, a bit too high this time for him.
Touch on by Larson. Kusanov plays it all the way back to Donnarumma. Right inside the penalty area. Foden dispossessed by Krejci. Andre caught by Rodri. Andre has stayed down here.
I think he's just caught him in the back of his leg there. Oh, yeah, the knee.
Ooh,
Right into the back of his
one.
knee. No booking for that one, though.
Yeah, that should have been a yellow.
Yeah, his knee's gone straight to the back of Andre's knee. So you got the full force of him. He's not happy at all, Andre.
Pounding the ground in pain.
Well, they are sore because he got the full brunt of Rodri's kneecap into the back of his leg.
So just over 11 minutes to play. Andre getting some attention. Also sending Fer Lopez out to warm up.
That's so. I'm surprised he had a yellow card for that. He had no intention of going for the ball. He just made sure that Andre wasn't getting past him.
Bottom of his left knee and his
Yeah.
calf as well. That's what he was holding as he span and went down.
Yeah, he's got the full momentum of Rodri coming in though, as well as the knee.
Burnley are 2-1 up against Spurs. Oh, Foster with a goal. All of which means Burnley would move to 17 points. West Ham on 20, Forest on 22, Leeds on 25. Wolves with an awful lot to try and make up.
Yeah. Next few games, big run, mate. Big run.
Got to win 5 more games than anyone else down the bottom in the remaining, 15? Put it this way, they're not going to win 10. So we don't have to win all 15, Tom. Burnley have only won 4, West Ham won 5 all season. "12 wins. All right, 10. 10 and a couple of draws.
There you go.
And we'll be there.
Yeah.
Very strong breeze at the minute. Andre frustrated, he tried to throw the bottle off the pitch.
Well, they're sore. And I think he's saying about why hasn't he been booked to the 4th official. And I kind of understand him.
Rui Pedro Silva has stepped out to calm him down. He's trying to kick another bottle, Andre. Goes towards Tolu, heads into the danger zone. Oh, Santi nearly got in there. Still Santi. Drops to João Gomez. Trying to play it across the left-hand side of the box to Krejci's header. Oh, was Mane caught again there? Donnarumma comes and punches. In goes João Gomez to get it. The offside flag has gone up. Krejci smashes it goalwards. It goes behind. But is that worth another look for the challenge on Mane?
Probably not.
Looking at the monitor in front of me, see whether we're going to get to see it. No, they're going to show the replay of Andre trying to kick the bottle. Thanks for that, TV director.
Yeah, he's gone to the really important bits.
Sorry, VAR aren't looking at it anyway. I've gone to put the kettle on. Play back for the foul by Mane this time. Into the penalty area on Modric. Got one back for his teammate. Andre says thank you.
Show that one though.
Oh, he wasn't even that late, was he?
Well, he didn't really challenge him anyway.
Yeah, Rodri kicked him.
I was going to say, he's more so kicked Mane's leg.
Seven and a half minutes to go. We're still trailing by 2-0. Donnarumma trying to clip it forwards towards O'Reilly. Dragged down by João Gomez, although he was backing into him.
I think it was more so O'Reilly falling into him more than dragging him.
Rodri trying to get Doku away. Mosquera's head around a play for a City throw past the midway point of the Wolves half. Davis says, keep the faith, boys. It's not over till the fat lady sings. What about the fat man? Can I sing? Tomo keeps eating those pick a mix. You might be the fat man singing. I've never seen a man eat as much pick a mix as you have today. You were stealing Claire Hateman's pick a mix earlier. Just like the old school pick a mix 5, don't you?
Yep. Yep. Used to
Woolworths.
Well, I was just about to say Woolworths. Used to go with my mum and to the Woolworths, pick a mix.
Kids, ask your parents. Or your grandparents. Tolu with a flick on. Oh, ball bounced up and hit Mane on the arm. City appealed and got it.
A little bit cheaper them days as well, mate.
Was it? You could get a good bag for less than £1.
Oh. Pounds?
So go down my local shop. We used to have a little jar full of half pennies.
Yeah, penny sweets, mate.
Yeah.
That's what it was. 10 pence used to get you quite a bit.
Mojos. Do you remember a Mojo?
I remember the Mojo. The flying saucers. Remember them?
Remember a flying saucer, never a fan.
Oh,
João Gomez, nice header. Gay sent it launching towards goal. It was behind for a goal kick. Sherbet. There was a shop by my nan's that did sherbet oranges, and I've never found them in any other shop. And part of me thinks I might have dreamt it, but I'm pretty
Got a
sure that
chance.
they definitely existed. They were unreal.
Got a chance if you've never seen them again.
But I've been into loads of old school sweet shops and nobody's ever heard of them. Tolu trying to bring it down on halfway. Did well to try and flick it towards Mane. Gomez poking it for Mosquera. Oh, doesn't need to go back there, Mosquera. Andre to Mosquera just over halfway, blocked off by O'Reilly for a throw.
They have offered a little bit more, haven't they, Wolves, this second half? Salah totally dominated the first half, Man City, territory and everything else. But at least they've offered a little bit of something in this second half. So fair dues to Rob Edwards, changing the formation, making the changes on the pitch as well.
Andre to Strand Larson, trying to play it on for the run of Rodrigo Gomez. Left-hand side of the box, he just slipped as he tried to hit it. Donnarumma, did he keep it in? No, it is a Wolves corner.
And the goalkeeper saying it not went out. I'm sure you're going to say that anyway. Donnarumma saying to the fourth official, linesman down this side, that it didn't go out. The referee made a quick decision. Oh.
I don't think that's out. If I'm
No,
being
I'm
honest.
just having a look. I'm taking it.
4 minutes to go. Mane's in swinging corner, flicked onto the near
Oh.
post by Mosquera and goes across the roof of the netting.
I think it was at the back end of the crossbar it come off. Great ball in. Yeah, off the crossbar.
He's so close in though, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, the keeper's not getting anywhere near how close he is, but it's a great ball in.
He almost got too much of connection on it.
He did, yeah.
A bit fainter and it probably would have dropped in.
Yeah.
Glancing touch.
The quality was
Taking it
very
past
good.
Donnarumma.
Yeah, quality very good.
3 minutes of the 90 to play. Doku foul by Mosquera. Oh, and he's rolling round, and Mosquera's going to get a yellow card.
Well, because he's rolled around and screamed. He's probably just stood on the back. It didn't look much in it. More clumsy than anything.
He kind of catches the back of his
Yeah.
ankle.
I don't think he went out to give the challenge. I think he's more just running and he's put his foot down. It's caught him on the back of the ankle. Don't get me wrong. I believe it's going to be sore. But I don't think it was any malice in it.
8 yellow cards for Gerson Mosquera now for the season. 2 away from a 2-game ban.
A lot of empty seats, isn't there, opposite us?
Yeah, well, Wolves fans are singing, "Is there a fire drill?" There's lots of people leaving. Thing is, I've got to go and pick up the wife and kid from the Trafford Centre, so if everyone can skedaddle early, that's very beneficial. Get out of here. They don't want to see the amazing late Wolves fight back. That's the whole thing, Tomo.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
There
just
you go.
let them go.
And just listen to the roar when we score.
.90 seconds of the 90 remain. Let us know your thoughts. 07944 226 356. 07944 226 356. Send us a WhatsApp message. Dave says this season has been painful, but thank you, Rob Edwards, for making us harder to beat.
And he has.
Today, but look at their players compared to ours. Says I remember Black Jackson's Space Dust, which blew our minds. As did the early 70s Wolves and the 80s comeback. Love Wolves.
Yeah, he used to crackle in your mouth, didn't he? The blackjacks. It's like your mouth was covered in it.
I say a little mojo, and for Woolworths, they did really nice fudge.
I used to like the chocolate ones, chocolate creams.
But
Sorry, the strawberry creams I used to
but
like.
you had to weigh the bag first.
Oh,
to get the thing,
yes.
and then stick some fudge in, because obviously the fudge is the heavy bit. Do that at the cinema as well.
Says like you've done that quite a few times, mate.
No, not at all. So, surprised why Woolworths went bust in the end, didn't it?
It was your sweet collection. That's what it was.
Me and every other kid in the entire country. Yeah, certain things that 5 minutes going to be added on. The older I get, the more things that I think I imagined as a kid. Tomato ketchup Walker's crisps. They were really nice. Let's get them from Woolworths.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
Mane. Bringing it forwards over the halfway line, down the left-hand side. Hugo Bueno. Rather forgot to take the ball with him. Miss Foden. To Mateus Nunes to kind of clip it forwards. Semenyo let it come off Mane and I'll play for a City throw. Do you ever remember, I'm sure I didn't dream this, a Cadbury's chocolate called a Spira. And it had like twists over it, but it was kind of hollow. It was a bit like a twirl.
Well, I can't remember that one. Mate. You're just looking now on the computer.
This Wolves up towards the penalty area. Strand Larsen trying to tee it up. Mane strike charge down by Gay. Mosquera goes in there to try and win it back. Taken away from him by Foden. Doku trying to get on with it. And goes the challenge of Rodrigo Gomez, but it comes to Semenyo. Already played 90 seconds of 5 being added on. Semenyo's run. Krejci gets across, concedes the throw. It was phased out in 2005.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picture of it. I can't remember
You could use it as a straw for hot drinks.
There you go then.
Semenyo. City trying to play it around by the corner flag. Foden takes a tumble. Wolves try and break out through Strand Larsen. Looking around for an option. Tolu had run offside, eventually gets back onside, and Strand Larsen finds him. Played it back infield cleverly to João Gomez. Now out to the left to Mane. Mane up to the edge of the box, trying to shoot, charge down. Comes to Hugo Bueno, clips it back in. Tolu's header, it's going to loop over the top of the crossbar.
Yeah, I think João Gomez going his way a little bit as well. And they seem to think it's come off of a Man City player. And they've headed it.
Marmouche gets the sponsors man of the match.
Good for him.
Oh, that's nice for him, isn't it? First Premier League start since August. Got the scoring started after 6 minutes. Beat Gerson Mosquera to a cross from the right-hand side. Antoine Semenyo added the second just before half-time. Could have really disintegrated, but Wolves have showed a lot of character second half.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they've come out.
Doku running at Mosquera. Good challenge by Mosquera.
Yeah,
Concedes the corner.
He's done well against him on a couple of occasions, hasn't he? Mosquera on Doku. Because we all know about how quick he is off that mark. And the problems that he's caused a lot of fullbacks when he's played there. But he's done well against him in a couple of situations.
City corner. Foden to take, left-footed from the left-hand side. Minute and 5 seconds remain. Flicked on at the near post by Gay. Hugo Bueno trying to run it clear. Infield to Rodrigo Gomez. Tolu making a break through the middle. Oh, Rodrigo. He's tried to shoot, I think, from inside his own half. He was fouled as he did so.
No, I think he was trying to play Tolu diagonal. And it was on. But I think as he's gone a little bit too far into the Man City's keeper's hands, where I think he just got nudged. And they ended up overhitting it.
All the corporates are leaving in front of us. Teus Mane running down the left-hand side, trying to wriggle his way through. Still going into the penalty area. Mane attempted pullback, comes through to Mosquera, strike, comes out to Tolu. Oh, it wouldn't sit for him. Mosquera again and deflected over the crossbar. What a piece of defending by O'Reilly. And his teammates run to circle round him.
Great play from Mane again, wasn't it? Perseverance down that left-hand side, pulling it back. And we had a couple of shots at it, never really got a clean one. But I think it was Gahey and O'Reilly throwing themselves in the front of it to block it.
Bueno with the corner, left-footed from the right-hand side. Wolves deserve a consolation. There's a player down in the box, all flicked away. Comes out to Mane, into the penalty area, curling over the top.
Is that Bernardo Silva again? Because it was João Gomes.
And that's it. Final whistle goes. Wolves beaten by 2-0. They put up a fight in the second half when things really could have got away from them. But Manchester City pick up their first Premier League win of 2026, ending what's been a nightmare week for them. Well, Wolves' unbeaten run comes to an end. We may have expected it to do so at a place like this, but at least Wolves can walk away with their head held high.
Well, I'd like to have a nightmare week, a few weeks, but like what they've had, but they're still a very good side, aren't they? They do like the possession game. But I thought that in the second half, I think we had a go at it, didn't we? I think we've had some good set pieces, some good corners, the quality coming in from that. And we've just been fractions away from getting something out of it. So I think the changes come at the right time. We look better in the second half. And I just think that we caused them a little bit more problems than we did in that first half. I thought they were too comfortable. But unfortunately, that run comes to an end where we had, 5 games without defeat? And look, it was always going to be a massive task coming here today. But I'm sure they'll take some pluses from it and have a look at it for the next game next week against Bournemouth.
Wolves players heading over to applaud the travelling support